Hey y'all, let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna grab my heads. You know what? I don't need my headset. Fuck that shit. I don't need my headset. Hey y'all, I'm here. It's gonna be a little short live because it's late and I got something to do. It's called watch movie and go to sleep. So, how's everybody feeling? How's everybody's day? You guys had a good day? My sound good, girl. Girl, thank you, girl. I'll be trying. I'll be trying. So, I know that it prompted me that StreamYard had some updates that I was not aware about. So we gonna get in the other devices because I want to see how it looks. I want to see how this looks. Yeah, how this look? Oh, what's the thing where everybody has the? Oh, hold on, this thing finna start talking to my ear. Oh, well, I pushed the. You know what? Hopefully, next time when we get here, the update will be here. But right now, it's just a girl. It's just me. So look, we're not gonna speak. I told y'all, so give y'all 20, 25 minutes of happy time. This what we got. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and I'm not me. Let me go ahead and pin my link in case anybody want to come up. You want to talk? You got something to say? Yeah, y'all. What did y'all eat for dinner? You know what? I'm being so rude. I gave a general hello, hey, but let's have everybody individually. So, what's up, swag? Hey, sis V. Hey, Shell. Y'all, we did a gate. Look. Hear me out. So, I've been wanting to do like it's not like I don't want to do a challenge because I'm not giving y'all no money, and I don't want nobody to give me money to give y'all money because every time people don't get no money, they start acting stupid, and I ain't got time. And my mouth too slick, and the Lord told me to just don't do it. But I want to do a bad singing contest. Like I just want us to get on the panel and do some shots and sing terribly because I have my Rogue mic. I have a head. I have my gaming headset mic. I have the little mini mic that I like clip to my shirt. And oh, hold on 1 second. Hold on. How can I see if it's me? If it's them? Oh, I'm so bring to stage.
It's me. It's me. It's me. Hey, Hazel.
Hey, I know they finna get on my case. Man, fuck that banner right about now because I don't know where that damn shit is. But yeah, for real, y'all, I want to have I want to have a drunken karaoke because I don't know. I just want to have one. I think it'll be fun. Something different. We're not
That sounds like
we're not
fun.
gonna win no money. We just gonna have it. We just gonna get drunk and do it.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you can go in your studio while you're live, I can walk you through it because I did just find the live redirect.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm in my studio.
Okay, go to settings.
Okay, I'm at
And
settings.
then under settings, go to community moderation.
Okay, I went.
And then
I was there
scroll
too.
and scroll down and it says live redirects. And then you can either do all channels can redirect to my content, or you can specify what channels.
You know
I'd probably
what?
just click all.
I'm gonna do all. I was I was almost there, but I got so taken back about. I got so taken
I ain't
back
gonna lie, I've
by my
never done it.
blacklist.
I've
Like,
never even
why
knew
did
how to
I
do
block
it.
all these
So yeah, if I
people?
wouldn't have looked, I'd have never knew.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like why did I block all these people? But then I realized I block people because if you piss me off, you're gonna get blocked and you're gonna
Yeah,
stay blocked. Okay, so I had that for next
I'm like that
time.
too.
Yes.
Perfect.
Um,
That way, yeah, somebody can redirect to you. That's perfect.
that is so look, I have, I do have my banners. I don't know. I was hold on, okay, hold on one second. Hold on. We're gonna test out
I
together.
was gonna
Hold on.
say my channel should have came up as YouTube verified because I come under my old YouTube channel, even though I don't even have it active.
Hold on one second. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
Yep. I was gonna say, yeah, toggle yourself.
Remix. You're
Hey, what's
muted.
up? Hey,
Hey,
what's
what's up?
up?
How you doing?
Hey, nothing much. How y'all doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
Good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing good. I just had a wonderful birthday weekend, so I'm still trying to recover because
Okay.
it was a long one. It was
What
really
did you
long.
guys do?
Man, I went out like 3 nights straight, but in the midst of that, I spent a lot of time with my family and shit. So we did some bowling, and of course we went out to eat because black people, we got to go out to eat. So
We
we went out
always,
to
we
eat.
always got
Absolutely.
to eat.
Gotta
We
eat on
definitely,
birthdays.
Yeah, just
it's a must.
in different spots too. Like, you got to eat all that day. So it was dope.
Yep.
Like, so did shot some pool too. I beat some people in some pool. Yeah, I had fun. I ain't gonna lie.
Nice.
Yeah, I had
That's
fun.
So are you a
good.
Gemini or a Taurus?
I'm a Taurus.
That's
Okay.
why you act like that. I
Because I'm a
knew it. I
Gemini.
knew it. I knew it.
Yep. He's a
What?
bullheaded ass
I
Taurus.
knew it.
What? What?
One of my brothers is a Taurus, and every time he be over there on his page going off, I be like, "Why you sound like my brother?" And now it makes sense
I'm
because
telling you,
both of
my
y'all is
brother's the
Taurus.
same.
Just no fucks given. It's nuts.
I don't want to be no Taurus no more. I want to be
Well,
something
you,
else.
well, you gotta
Be a
be one.
Gemini. We worse.
See,
We way worse.
I'm an Aries. I be having to keep myself contained. Like, you know what? Let me just go sit down. Let me just go sit in the corner. Let me go sit in the corner.
Lord, my mom was on April Fool's Day.
Well, I'm glad you back doing your content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to V in the chat.
I went live because
Yeah.
Mika asked me to, and Mika was live for 4 hours, and she just needed Mika. Where you at? V, go get Mika, because her and Pizarro and Queen asked me to go live. Look, I told y'all got
Right, and
25
they not
minutes. I'm
even
on
in
time.
here.
They're not even in here. Finna get me fussed at tonight. No.
Mika done got too popular now. She needs to calm down. I know she. Yeah.
No, Mika needs to go rest
No, she's
because
doing great.
Yeah, I'm
she
talking about
Needs
her.
to
needs to.
keep the
Yeah, she doing
momentum.
great. Yeah, she got. I ain't gonna lie. I'm seeing it. I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying?
She
So
needs to do her she needs to do her content and don't let people sway her a different way, because her last two lives
Right.
actually have been good, but today they was doing the most and that shit was pissing me off and I almost hit the link, but then I was like, no, because if I start
Yeah.
cussing it's gonna go even more left,
It's
because I
just,
didn't like
yeah, it's
that.
been a lot of build up in the last couple weeks behind the scenes that it all starting to trickle out on the scenes, and it's just
And that's why I
it's
told her
been a
that
lot.
sometimes, like, because I'm in a couple discourses and sometimes I'd be like, you know what, yeah, I gotta go. Not
Time to
doing
walk
too
away.
much. Anime's on. I'm trying to eat some ramen and watch anime, and you just killing my vibe. I gotta go.
You know how I done got out of all this bullshit going to bed early?
Child, I'll
I done
be.
missed all of it. I catch the tail end of all this shit. I'm like, oh Lord, what done happened now?
I be so I don't even really be knowing what be going on in the sector because I just started tuning stuff out because it becomes repetitive and it's not like organic. You never know what to play, what's not to play. You got people like
Yeah.
befriending people thinking it's genuine and it's really because they just trying to be in that circle to be one of those
And get
channels that the drama goes
information
to.
and yeah.
And yeah, I'm not about that. But I am gonna say this: we finna be going live again over here. And if y'all know me and be here, y'all know I be in my house doing stuff. So don't be surprised if you just randomly see me painting or building a bookshelf.
Okay.
I
Look,
already
I'll
know
sit and watch that.
it.
Just
See,
random
I watched it.
because, huh? Yeah, he was there that day where I just randomly went live and I was painting in my living room. I done that. What else we done? We done unboxing of me getting new couches. We just be I'm
Okay.
random. Whatever I feel like doing, I'm gonna do it. And
I
then
was so
also,
random
well,
too.
I'm waiting for these storms to pass, but yeah, but y'all finna watch me power wash the driveway too.
Mm.
Okay. Look, I've
Cause I
actually
got a
watched
new
people
power
clean
washer.
rugs for a living. I've sat and
Look,
watched them
that
just power wash
is
rugs over and over. That shit's relaxing.
that stuff is expensive. I have the rug in my living room is
Yes.
really thick, and that's the only way that I can clean it is that I gotta drag it out in the driveway. And I gotta
To the
power wash
driveway.
it,
Yep.
which means is that I
I ain't
got
gonna lie. That's the best way to do it is buy your own power washer and do it yourself.
look,
Pain in the
I got
ass, but it's a lot cheaper.
no, matter of fact, I'm gonna post on my community wall the power washer that I got. I got my power washer and it was under $100. I got it from Home Depot.
Nice. Some of them that are cheap ain't bad,
No, it's actually
especially if
really
you're doing it
good.
just for home stuff. Like if you ain't trying to do it as a business, that's all you need.
Well, I bought it thinking like, oh, I'm finna power wash the house. I don't know why I convinced myself that I could do that. But in my mind, I knew
I
I could do this. Like I could do this. And then I got in
want
the
to do my cousin
backyard.
house so bad.
I got in the backyard. It took me like 3 hours to do half the back of the house. I said, bro, I ain't doing this shit. No, oh, hell no. I'm finna go call somebody.
Yeah, it can be long. It can take a while, depending on how much dirt has collected. But I ain't gonna lie, they look so nice when they're done.
Yeah, we have to the neighborhood that I live in, you have to have your house power wash mandatory twice a year.
Oh, okay, you're in an HOA.
Yep,
Okay,
but these motherfuckers
that
work
makes
my
sense.
damn nerve.
They are
Work my nerve.
strict. Is it like a
That
newer edition or okay, that's even worse. The rules are so much worse when it's a newer edition.
it's
Once
not
it's been a few years, it starts calming
no.
down.
So okay, so what happened was the area that I live in, the 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 property value and the cost of the area is starting to go out. So the area that I live in, it's a lot of older people, but with everything going up and for the price that they pay for their because one of like for instance, one of my neighbors, I always stop by to just check in on like him and his wife. They told me that they've been in their
Yeah,
house since the beginning, like they're the only owners to their
the start
house.
of the neighborhood. Yeah.
And our housing has over 300 homes and it's big. And
Oh
it's like,
shit,
yeah.
that's huge.
And it's like it's even more weird because you have all kind of different styles. Like you have 2 stories, you have ranches, you have what they call like
Yeah.
single style homes. We have like townhouses in it too. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so what it is, if you've been here since the beginning, you paid a nice price, but now it's a cash
Right.
out. Let's go ahead and cash this out.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to when it comes to like the board, you're getting all these newer, younger people, and I don't know, people are obsessed with show houses, but they don't understand the price that goes into a show house. They don't understand the price.
Absolutely. They want you to have landscaping a certain way, the
Child,
colors a certain way.
you
Some of
have
them are
to,
strict
yeah,
about having fences
you
or the
have to have
kind of
everything.
fence.
You have to have everything approved. One of my
Mm-hmm.
neighbors, they were building an additional room. So basically, they were turning their garage into something. And
Oh yeah.
not only did they have to get the permits from the city, they had to get approved through the HOA, which we never heard of. So they went to the city, got everything approved, started
Right.
work, and here comes the HOA saying like, "Oh, you can't do this." What do you mean I can't do this? This is
Right.
my house.
It's nice in a way and it can be a headache in another way. Like it is a good thing in the long run because you do live in a nice community. It stays nice the whole time you're there because it's mandatory. But it also comes along with fees. And then if you want to do something different, you got to get permission. And it's like, like I own this. This is my house, not yours. But there's benefits and there's draws on it. But I think there's more benefits to having an HOA. But not everybody is for a HOA. Not everybody's built for it. My aunt lived in one, and they were strict about her getting a fence. For a while she couldn't get one because they were still in that new phase. Like it hasn't been like, I don't know, 5-10 year mark or whatever at that point. And so they weren't even allowing people to get fences when she first moved there. And it took a couple years, and then they finally started allowing people, but it had to be a
I didn't.
specific kind of fence.
I,
And matter of
yeah.
fact,
So
there's
here, so with the community that I live in, you
go ahead.
cannot have a.
Oh, you can't have one?
Oh,
Okay,
hold on
yeah.
one second. Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Hello. Hello. Queen.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. But
Can you
yeah,
hear
Hi,
me?
Annabeth.
yeah, babe, I can hear you. But yeah, we can't
Mhm.
have a front. We can't have a front fence, but everybody's backyards are fenced in, which I am happy because today I got
Oh, okay.
I seen our little like next door app. They talking about it's coyotes, but you can't shoot them. Bull fucking shit.
Oh yeah, them
I
coyotes.
see a
We're
coyote.
starting to get
I'm
coyotes,
sniping. I don't give a damn. I'm
right?
sniping. I'm not.
Look, I love animals. I'm about to fuck up one of the neighbor's cats here in a minute.
Fuck that
That
shit.
cat started taunting my boys, and my boys went out my window. One come up missing. The other one got war wounds.
Nope, it's
They
either
was
my dogs or the
scrapping,
coyotes. It's either my dogs or the coyotes, and no, hell no, I'm sniping. But
right?
we even call, who do we call? We called the little animal preserve society down there, and they tell us,
Yeah.
"Oh, we can't do anything." Bull fucking shit. You better do something.
Are you serious?
Yeah, talking about
Wow.
so basically is in the Carolinas
Because I
you
know
can't shoot
animal
it.
control won't do it, but the animal
Hell no,
preserve, like the
no.
animal, yeah, they
Animal
should.
control was like they flat out was like, nah, you gotta call the reserves. So they talking
Yeah.
about they're on the do not shoot list for the deer and for the deer and this little stupid bald eagle thing that keeps walking around here. I'm like, man, fuck all that. The birds okay, the deer whatever. The coyote, I'm shooting
Right.
it. I'm going to shoot it.
A coyote's different though, because a coyote is like everything is food. People, animals, it don't matter. Everything's food to them, and they're vicious.
And then they already said that 2 dogs have been attacked. I said, oh baby, no, not mine.
Now, do you have cameras out back,
Yeah.
out in the back of your house? Okay, because
Fully,
I mean, that'll help in
yeah.
protection. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
Keep
also the other
monitored
thing.
on that.
Yeah, I had to submit pictures because one of the ladies
Okay.
on the HOA told us, it's no coyotes here. Bitch, I hope your dog's the first one to die. Just for that one. Just for that. Just for being stupid.
I'll tell you what though, if you do catch it in your yard and shoot it, bury it. Don't even tell nobody. Don't tell nobody because they'll try to charge you.
Nope.
Just bury that some bitch. Just be like, nope, dig a hole, bury it.
I'm gonna drag that damn coyote by his hind legs down the street to this wood area that is like the open middle passage between our
Oh yeah, you
community
could do that
and the
too.
next one. And
Just don't let nobody see you do it.
matter of fact, people hit deer all the time. They don't move the deer.
They don't. But see, deers aren't endangered. They're not on that list. Because it's on that list, they can charge you.
Nah, down here they are. Matter of fact, you can't even go deer shooting down here no more.
Well, yeah,
it's
not necessarily on the list for hunting, but yeah, like if you hit one, they're not going to charge you because like that accidents happen. You know what I mean? But you shoot one, that's different, and you get caught. That's a little different. But like I said, just as long as you either bury it or drop it off and don't nobody see you, you're good. Because that's what I do. Shit.
Yeah. We wouldn't have these problems if they would stop building out here and just let us be in the country. Just let us
Right.
be country.
And
We don't
that's
need
part of the
we don't
problem.
need all these damn houses. Look, let us be country. We are enjoying
It's
it.
I'm in the inner
I
city,
know I
and
am.
one of the
Shit.
people we have like a group on Facebook. It's called Nosy Neighbors. So like everybody in the city post on there. In the city, there was a whole pack of deer running up and down somebody's alley. And I'm like, what the hell? Granted, we see deer out in the country all the time. Like there's country roads, even kind of in the city, but like often, little areas that are country, that's
Mhm.
normal. But not in the
Yeah.
city, not in the smack dab middle of the city. You don't see stuff like that. And I mean, it was a pack of them. And I'm like,
When
oh my God.
I'm gonna start, you know what? I'm gonna
It,
start posting pictures because when we lived in Charlotte, or I would have to drive into Charlotte, depending on the area I was in, you could see deer all the time. Matter of fact,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go through one of my old phones because it was nothing for me to come home and have deer in my backyard. I'm just grazing. Matter of fact, I remember
Yeah.
one time a family broke the fence. They broke my fence.
And they will too. They asked it today.
They
Oh
will
my God, I was
hop
driving
your
down the
fence in a
street.
minute and just be chilling
There was
and
two big
like
ass
face to the
geese in
hills.
the way.
Oh my god!
But I was driving down by the river, so like, yeah,
Is
the
it them
fact that there
geese?
was geese holding up traffic was kind of normal. But
Them things is angry. They will chase you. And matter of fact, you can't hit them either. You literally in Charlotte, you literally have to stop traffic to let them cross. You cannot run them over.
most people do here. We've got different parts of the city. Well, we have a big ass river running through our city, so there are geese quite a few places in town. But like by the hospital, the one hospital that my cousin works at is kind of country out there. So I see deer all the time on the road. There's geese all the time crossing the road. Like, and these motherfuckers will just stand there and look dead at you like, what? Oh, you was driving? Not today. They'll just stand there and just lollygag for like
So we
20
have
minutes.
that, and then also another thing I seen that was that I have never seen until I moved down to the Carolinas was vultures. You like
Oh,
if
yeah,
there's
yeah.
man, them things is scary. At first, when I first seen them, I thought they were wild turkeys. I don't know why. I just thought they were wild turkeys. And then
They
I'm
do kind of have
driving.
a wild turkey
Yeah,
look.
and then like I'm driving, I get closer. I'm like, oh my god, those are what the where the hell did I move to?
I ain't gonna lie, I seen one not too long ago by my apartment. I seen one up in the air and I'm like, what the hell? Something's dead. But behind my apartments, it does start getting into the country roads and kind of a little more spread out. So I'm surprised I haven't seen any deer over here, to be honest. But I'm kind of in the hood too. Even though it starts to get country behind me, it's still the hood. So yeah, we don't normally see deer, but we got raccoons like fuck.
I seen
But
a
yeah, I
raccoon
seen a
when we
vulture
first
not too long
moved.
ago, and I was like, "Wow, not normally do you see that over here, but okay, something they chasing after something
Yeah.
dead."
And when we first moved into this house, there was a possum in my backyard, and I never I didn't know what possum was, so I just know that I went outside and told Thor to come in the house, and he's looking at me like sitting straight up, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you? Come in the house." So I'm like walking on the deck to go down the stairs to like grab by his collar, and I just see this furry creature. It was like, "What the hell?" And I looked closer, baby. I ran in the house. I went and called my daddy. It was like,
Did it
"Daddy, so
notice you and stop and fall out, or did it just stand there?
I didn't get that close enough to see. As soon as I
Okay.
seen the fur and the tail, I ran back in the house.
Most possums, if
I
they
was
see
so
you,
sick.
they'll fall out and play dead. It's the funniest shit ever.
That's what my daddy said. My daddy was saying that how basically it probably did that on the stairs, and Thor was trying to figure out what it was, and that's why he wasn't moving.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to figure out a way to like block like my deck because the dogs are starting to go under the deck, and I'm in the south. It's spring. It's summer. It's gonna get hot.
Oh yeah.
We get snakes.
Get you can get like the little lattice like skirting to put under it. They've got
Mhm.
it in plastic, they've got it in wood. You can
I was
probably
going to use chicken
even get
wire.
ones that are more closed off because like some of those, like the lattice has like little holes in it. But they
Is
do
it
have some that
like
have like
green
smaller
stuff?
and smaller holes. Sometimes they're green. They could be green, white. They come in all colors. And like I said, they do
Okay,
come in
that's what I'm gonna
plastic
have to
and
get.
wood. But yeah,
Oh,
they call it lattice.
okay. I'm gonna look into that because I ain't got time to play with folks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and snakes, that shit, man. I'm sorry, I don't do snakes. That's one thing
I
I
don't
don't
do
play with.
snakes either. I don't. And I thought, I, you know what? I didn't really know that the South had snakes, but we don't have. I haven't heard anybody say anything about the poisonous snakes, but I have heard people talk about black garden snakes. That if you see a snake and it's
Yeah.
black, it's a good thing. Baby, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'd rather a neighborhood cat walk around because they'll take care of the mice. Fuck a snake.
Child, we ain't got no
But
neighborhood.
I was gonna say the Carolinas, yeah, they would have. I want to say most 50 states have snakes, to be honest. It just depends on what state you're in, whether or not you'll have poisonous ones. But I think all states tend to have snakes. They
Yeah,
might
I'm gonna
be
have
more prevalent in some
yeah,
areas.
I'm gonna have to post on my community wall. One of my neighbors showed me this stuff that you like spray like you like season like your grass with it, like in the backyard or the front yard, and now control
Hmm.
all them summers, all those spring and summer bugs you get.
Yeah, there's that,
Yeah.
and you can also use peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is something really good to use for indoor and outdoor, especially around other pets. It's,
Do
it's non-toxic and it's
what I
really
do.
good to keep a lot of bugs, mice,
Put it in the
moths,
mop
bees.
with
Cause
it.
look, huh?
I mop with it.
You can use it for anything. I'm telling you, peppermint oil does so much stuff. But you could put it in like a spray bottle and
Oh,
put like
okay.
a couple drops with like so many ounces of water. You Google it because it'll tell you. It'll be like so many ounces
I
per
am.
water. You put several drops of it, and you could spray it around your house, around your windows. It's something you'll have to spray, periodically because it'll eventually like fade out and wash away. But yeah, peppermint oil is one of the safest, like non-toxic ways to keep critters and stuff at bay. And mothballs, even mothballs work because we just found out mothballs work on bees. Because
I
my little
had
cousin, she's allergic and she has bees by her back door.
I had one of my friends' grandma when they would get this because I was so fucked up. When they would get like stray cats in her backyard, her grandma would take, I don't, it was some type of cloth she would use, and she would put mothballs in it, and she would like twist it up,
Cheesecloth.
and she would just
Hmm.
launch that stuff in the backyard. And I'll be sitting there like, what the hell is your grandma doing?
But a lot of critters don't like the scent of mothballs. They don't like peppermint. And like I said, peppermint oil, like your animals won't like it. Like if you got dogs or cats, they probably aren't gonna love it, but it's not toxic to them. They're not
Okay,
gonna be bothered by it. You know what I mean?
okay.
But like mice and stuff like that, like they won't come near it. I think even snakes are on that list for peppermint oil. Peppermint oil, I think lavender's another one of them. Mothballs,
I seen
cinnamon.
somebody.
Cinnamon's really good for ants.
Oh yeah, for ants. I seen something. I think it's on TikTok where this guy took some peroxide and like and some water in a water bottle, and he sprayed his yard. He sprayed his yard for like weeds. I was like, oh, I should try that. But then I went outside and
Yes.
realized I don't have any weeds.
You live in a homeowners association. You guys
Yeah,
got good
yeah,
grass.
yeah, baby. I got show grass. I got that good thick.
But
Matter,
if you get
matter of
them,
fact,
like
I'm
if
gonna
you
show
get them in
y'all
the
one day the
cracks of your
grass.
sidewalk, you
Nope,
could do that with the cracks in your sidewalk.
I don't have sidewalks. I live in the South.
Oh, okay.
We ain't got sidewalks.
Perfect.
Which also does not work in your favor, especially when you're having like people over at the house, because I don't have sidewalks.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room, and it's like, okay, I can only fit 5 cars in my driveway, and they
Right.
for damn sure are not parking. Oh my god, hell no, 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 we
Mm-mm.
won't.
Yeah, it'll ruin it so quick.
I am
I mean,
extremely
it'll
anal.
grow back, but that's how you end up getting weeds is when you turn it into mush and then let it grow back. And yeah,
I am
a little bit of
extremely anal.
everything will grow back.
I'm very anal about. Matter of fact, the best part of the house is that I can walk outside barefooted and just be in the grass, and it's so thick and pretty. Matter of
Uh-huh.
fact, I need to do a
Because
short
they
or a
usually lay
video.
side down, and side is so good.
You know what? That stuff gets expensive. One of my neighbors done it, and it takes a year for it to like really catch, and it looks so
Yep.
ugly. It looks so
It,
ugly. Like
it's nice.
it looks so
Oh,
ugly.
you talking about
I don't
before?
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's weird because for some reason he spent all that money, laid all that down. He still ain't got no grass.
Some places though, like some land is just set up like that. Some land is kind of barren and grass won't grow. Depending on like if there was ever chemicals in the ground, if there is like tree roots is notorious for doing that. Tree roots will tear your yard up. That's why I
Babe,
can't stand trees. Not only
and
that, they leave
in your
leaves in the
pipes,
fall.
in
Mm-mm.
your pipes, they would tear
Yep,
your
your
pipes
pipes,
up.
they'll tear up your pipes. And if your sewer gets hit, oh, you hit. Because you got to pay for that. The sewer in your yard is your responsibility. If it goes bad, you got to fix it.
Hmm.
That happened to my mom, and they were quoting her like, and their sewers connected. My mom and her neighbor, their sewers connected from 100 years ago, and they were like, "Oh, you guys got to get them disconnected, and it'll cost you both about $15,000." My mom
What?
was like, "Shouldn't me?" And that was years ago.
Ain't
That
no
was probably
fear.
like 30, 40 years ago. I
Baby,
was
ain't no
like,
fear.
"Shit." There's somebody down the street from my neighbor or from my cousin's house that's getting that done. And I'm like, man, I know they bitching because they had to pay a lot of money for that.
The worst thing about being a homeowner is if something happens to your man. Let me tell you, my water
Yep.
heater went out. They did not. They had us thinking the water heater was like 15 years old. It was really 25. Yeah, it was 25 years old, and we found out that if you call like your gas company, they will give you a discount or they'll do a swap on your water heater, right? If they can't fix it.
Oh,
Not if it's
yeah.
over 20 years old, baby. I was sitting there ready to cry. Like, what you mean? I gotta buy another one?
I
I,
didn't know that. Okay.
yes,
That makes sense that they do have a cap on some things like that.
they
Even with
have a cap.
like when you have what do they call that? A home warranty. When you buy a house, you can get a home
The
warranty
home with the
and they'll
home
fix certain
warranties,
appliances.
they told me the same
But
thing. They told me the cap is 20 years. So then that pissed me off because I'm trying to figure out like okay. So
uh,
then I was trying to figure out when they came in to do the inspection and the appraisal, what was they looking at? Because y'all told us that the tank was 15. The tank not 15. But
right.
so then our researchers look at it and you can tell that somebody had tried to like change like the numbers on it. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Ain't
Are
this
you
about a
shitting me?
motherfucker?
Wow.
Child, we bought the house from some. I don't know what was going on, but
And
we
they
bought
do
the
that
house,
sometimes when they trying to get from under a
man,
house real quick, fast, in a hurry.
real
Oh
quick.
yeah, they'll do different things to try to like shade things because they did that with my first house. And
So
man, there was so many shit that went wrong after I bought that
this
damn
that
house. I'm like,
oh my
mm-hmm.
god, oh my god. Let me tell you, everything. Hey Vibrant, hey Erica. Let me tell you, when we went through for the walkthrough, everything was like, oh my god, it's perfect. Oh my god. I was a little bit skeptical because I'm like, why is the agent trying to rush us? Rush us. So the agent told us we were the third family, no bidders. So we went to eat,
Right,
prayed on it. I said, okay, come on, let's go ahead and put an offer in. Let's just see what happens. Put the offer in within not 24 hours. Offer accepted. Okay.
accepted. Mm-hmm.
Another 24 hours. We're going into escrow. Wait, what? Was in the
Mm-hmm.
house within 27 days. And I'm trying to figure out like why what is the
That's how
rush to the
mine
point?
was, girl.
I'm
That's how
really trying to
mine
figure
was.
out
It
like
was
look,
so quick.
so
And
fast, so quick.
technically, I had went to buy a house prior to my first house. I went to buy one and the lady walked out during closing and I lost my money and the realtor company kind of helped me out And
Yeah.
they kind of finagled things for when I went to go get the second house, and to where I didn't have to come out of pocket again. And luckily it worked out, and the house was better, the one that I did get, but still it was so quick. They got up out of that house so quick.
So
I said, damn, like the other one was dragging their feet, and it was somebody's house that died, and the family was trying to sell it. You would think they were trying to get rid of that fast, and
they
they
was
weren't.
they was because so when somebody passes away and they have property and there's no will, there's no written trust, there's no nothing to dictate where this house goes. The house has to
Yeah.
whatever property they have, you have to go to rebate. Rebate has to go for 30 days. And when 30 days, anybody can contest. But during that probate era, anybody can fight it
Yeah.
and make it go longer.
And
So
I think they had already went through all that. I think the woman had passed away like a couple years prior. Like I think that had already been settled. But the
yeah,
lady that was selling it, whatever family member it was, the granddaughter, the daughter, she was like nickel and diamond everything. Like she was trying to keep some appliances and leave some others. And I'm like, everything was as is, as I seen it. So like, why are you now trying to take stuff that was supposed to be sold with the house? And then she, like I said, she got up and walked out. I said, ain't this some
let me
shit? And that house was so cute. I loved
let
it.
me.
But the
Oh
one
my
I ended up
gosh,
getting was so much bigger and better. It had its issues, but it was so much better. I was happy in the end. But it was just the thought that, like, man,
man,
I went through all that headache for that
all
and had to
that.
redo everything, go to a second closing. And luckily, like everybody I worked with the first time is who I worked with the second time, and they were really nice about it. Gave me a little uh what the hell do you call that when you get a house and housewarming gift? They couple of, like, the realtor company and the closing company gave me a housewarming gift. I thought, oh, I felt all special.
Yeah, we gotta get
I was
okay.
like, shit, they kept my money.
So what happened to us was within the first year, I had to get my microwave fixed because I have a microwave over the stove. That
Yeah.
went out. I had to get the refrigerator fixed, and I'm like, hold on, y'all told me this stuff was well for us. Luckily, the fridge and the microwave was in warranty. The
Okay.
dryer, because we got so when we went and we closed the house, we got the washer and dryer, the refrigerator, and some other stuff. Get to the house, get everything moved in, whatever. When we went
One
through
by
the
one, they all
walkthrough,
go out.
yes, when we went through the walkthrough, everything was fine. When we moved in the house, we noticed half of the half of the screens were slit very finely at the bottom. Now I'm like, what the fuck's this about?
Wow.
My garage
Like they
smelled
did
like
that shit on purpose.
man, my garage smelled like heavy cigar smoke. And I'm like, I know that they didn't have no squatters because we moved into this bitch too fast. They took a piece
Right.
off of the dryer. So the only way that we could dry our clothes was on that extra time function. The dryer would not dry on a full cycle. It kept telling you that the lint trap was full and it wasn't full. But the piece that tells you if it's full or not full, it was missing.
Wow.
And then also I
And you
had
know
the
what's crazy? I wonder if your house, did they ever say, was it a foreclosure?
no, it wasn't. We literally met the Stellars and they had literally so we bought our house during COVID and the Stellars were in a rush to leave because they had just bought a farm and they had to be there. So depending where you are
Oh,
and you
okay.
buy a house or you buy property, you have 30 to 90 days to get your ass down there and get established. Or when you go and you file taxes, they charge you an extra 12% and they declare whatever you bought a vacation place. They had to go, baby. They had to go.
Right, right. That's crazy though, because I wonder if they went through purposely doing that out of spite, because that's almost what it sounds like after everything just started having like malfunctions and stuff. That's just crazy. I mean, and I get it if appliances aren't new, like things can happen, but one after another, like that's suspicious.
Yeah, it was. But then also, it makes it worse. I inherit the neighbor from hell. Our,
Oh no, that's the
yes,
worst.
he is obsessed with the backyard. Our first initial meeting of him was him telling us everything the previous owners didn't do right with their backyard. Why is that any of
Right.
your business? Do you live here? Do you pay the mortgage? Do you cut my grass? Why
Do
the fuck
you
do you
pay the
care?
association fees for that house? Like,
And
what
then
does it matter to
hey,
you?
it's been 5 years, and it's like it's to the point I avoid him at all costs. Because I'm like, look, he gonna cause me to go to jail. You stay over there, I stay over here.
Oh, I could top you. Tell me why. Now, see, I didn't move into a HOA, but tell me why my neighbor was a Vietnam vet. And he used to like to sit on the porch and get drunk. And if he got too drunk, he might start shooting at people.
Oh,
And
you
one
got to
night he
go.
shot at us, and we was cool. He had no problems with me. He liked me. Man, one night I had people over and he started shooting at us. He just didn't like we was on the porch having fun. I guess. I don't know. I was like, Lord Jesus, just go in the house. Don't say nothing. Just go in the house. Don't talk to him. You make it worse. They were like, girl, your neighbor is nuts. I said, I know. And luckily, he was on a land contract. He lived in that house for like 15 years on a land contract. And he ended up giving the house back to the people and they left. Just like one day they just up and left. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like it was kind of like walking on eggshells around him. He was cool when he wasn't drunk, but when he was drunk, like the PTSD started coming out and all the war stories and the necklace with ears on it. He was a trip.
Yeah, we have neighbors that they don't come out their house. They really don't talk to anything. They just
I
don't.
ain't gonna
They
lie. My neighbors probably hate my ass because I now speak and say hi to people at least. But
man, fuck,
for
man,
a
fuck you.
long time, I would duck and dodge motherfuckers. I go out,
I
take
be
the
in my
trash
house.
out at night.
I
I ain't
do.
trying to talk
I
to nobody.
do.
We ain't gotta be friends.
I do. I take the trash out either early in the morning or late at night. Like I said, it
Yep.
is a we live in a very largely housing community. So when they be having stuff, it be like if everybody showed up, it's not enough space. We don't use any of the
Yeah.
joint community areas. We don't use a pool because nah, I'm good. So it's kind of like, okay, it's cool for the time being. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Just think about it though. If you're in such a nice neighborhood though, hopefully if you go to sell, you can sell that house for a nice profit because it should only get,
Sure, they can
better in price.
they can have it. They can have it. The next property I'm gonna own some land and I'm gonna go straight to the country. I'm gonna go have a ball.
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I've been thinking that too. I want to do like some kind of little tiny home, live on some land, and not have neighbors. I swear, I don't need no neighbors.
I don't want neighbors either.
I don't want nobody dictating who comes and goes to my house. If there's extra traffic or extra cars, I don't want none of that bullshit. If I'm loud, playing my music loud one night, I don't need nobody to say shit. If I'm on YouTube laughing and cussing people out all loud, I don't need nobody to say shit. Not that they do now, but I'm just saying they probably think it. No, they hear my loud ass over here.
Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to get one of our mods YouTube channel.
Vibrant, do you have a like a note where you keep all these links?
I think
I know I try to keep mine.
sometimes I think she does. Hold on, I got
I
his other
swear
one.
she does. She always have my link ready to go.
Yeah, let me see, because I think the one that she posted is one of his, it's his page that he uses when he's not really doing YouTube stuff. But I need
Oh,
to
yeah.
see his main page because that's where I be over there cutting up, acting crazy with them. There, I got it. Let me take his other one out because I don't think he uses that one like that. No, that's just one of his throwaway pages. He'll take that one out.
Telling you, Vibrant got a hell of a notepad going.
This is why I be sitting up telling everybody like Vibrant deserves mod of the year. Like she deserves
Yes.
mod of the year.
Vibrant don't get in no beefs. Very
She
rarely does she
oh,
even give her opinion. She
you
just
have to
like she
you
keeps it
have to
moving.
you have to really piss Vibrant off to get Vibrant to speak out.
Look, I'm an asshole. I get worked up and I be wanting to give my opinion. I did that on Mika's the other day. Look, I had to click that link, but I don't like certain people I'm really cool with to feel like they're getting attacked. And it bothers me and it just makes me want to say something. I need to stop doing that because not everybody's your friend on YouTube.
That's fine.
Not everybody deserves that treatment.
Sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you just gotta let out what you're saying. And if everybody don't like it, that's fine. They ain't gotta like it.
Yeah.
But I'm finna go ahead and end. I know I said I was only gonna do 30, like 25 minutes, but I went over. But
Well, it was
if
nice talking to you and getting to
it
know you more.
is most like I'm gonna see if Mika and them want to come live tomorrow and we could talk briefly about like some celebrity stuff, like some like the Diddy stuff and the hot heck that damn Bailey girl and them.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'll definitely come through.
Okay, thank you
I
so
will definitely
much.
come check you out. Well, you're
I'll see you
welcome.
next time,
Hopefully your
girl.
redirect works so you could get redirected now.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it works too. Hopefully it works too. Okay, boo. I'll see you next
We'll
time.
definitely have to test it later. Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye. Thank you guys for joining. See you next time.